2 Shiurim Meyuchodim, was Baal al-Giyula mit Meyasser gewähren und mit Parsim gewähren. Und das sind die Shiurim, was zu Nomen gegeben, Chitas.
Welcome to Chitas Short and Simple for Wednesday, Hey Iyar. Today's Chitas is sponsored Leilui Nishmas Hinda Bashmar Yalu. Thank you. May her Neshama have an Aliya. To sponsor an episode, hit the link in the show notes.
In Refuah, Parshas Acharei Kedoshim, we continue some forbidden relationships, and Hashem says that as a punishment for these nations who defile themselves with these forbidden relationships, Hashem sent them out of the land of Eretz Yisrael, the land which the Yidden will soon go into. Then we go on to Parshas Kedoshim, where Hashem spoke to Moshe, telling him that you should be holy because I, Hashem, am holy. And every person should fear his father and his mother, but you should not listen to them if they tell you not to observe Shabbos or any other mitzvah, because I am Hashem your God, whom your parents must honor too. You should not turn to the worthless idols and worship them. You should not make molten deities for other people, nor should they make them for you. I am Hashem. When you slaughter a shlamim to Hashem, you should shecht it with the correct intentions for it to be accepted favorably for you. It must be slaughtered with the intention that it will be eaten on the day that you shecht it, or the next day for anything left over until the third day it must be burned in fire. If it was shechted with the intention of eating it outside its prescribed area, or with the intention of being eaten on the third day, it is repulsive to Hashem and will not be accepted favorably by him. If kachim is indeed left over to the third day, then whoever eats it will bear the consequences of his sin, for he has profaned what is holy for Hashem, and he is punished with curries. When you reap the harvest of your field, you should not fully reap the corn of your field, since this should be left for the poor, this is peah. Nor should you gather the individual stalks of your harvest that are falling, that's laket. Similarly, you should not harvest the young grapes of your vineyard called Aliya, nor should you gather the fallen individual grapes from your vineyard called paret. You should leave them for the poor and for the convert. You shouldn't steal money. No man among you should make a false denial or a false oath against his friend. You shouldn't swear falsely by any of my names, says Hashem. You should not oppress your fellow by withholding his wages. You shouldn't rob. A daily hired worker's wage should not be withheld by you overnight until morning. You should not curse a deaf person or any other living person. You should not place a stumbling block before a person who is blind to a certain matter. Since nobody can know your true intentions and you could always escape blame, you must fear Hashem.
Today's shir in Tehillim is Kapitel Chaf Tes through Lamed Daled.
In today's Tanya, we're still in the middle of Parak Mem Daled, and the Acharei tells us that when your Ava and Iyar is still hidden in the depths of your heart, or is only revealed in your thoughts but not felt as actual emotion, then it elevates your Torah mitzvahs only to the world of Yetzirah. But when it becomes emotionally felt, it gets elevated to the world of Bria, which is the higher world. And why does it get elevated to the world of Bria? Because emotions result from the intellectual power of Das, and Bria is the world where the intellectual spheres dominate.
The Alter Rebbe received the following teaching from the Tzaddik Reb Mordechai, who heard it from the Baal Shem Tov. And Neshama may descend to this world and live 70-80 years in order to do a Jew a material favor and certainly a spiritual one.
In today's Sefer Mitzvahs, we have the same mitzvah as yesterday, that if a couple decides to get divorced, then they should get a get.
Thank you for listening to today's Chitas Short and Simple.